The video game industry makes more money each year, you may not have known this, makes more money than Hollywood. The American Medical Association says 90% of kids play video games. But here's the disturbing part. As many as 5 million of those kids play so much that doctors had considered calling it a disorder.
The oldest memories I have as a kid being a gamer is just sitting in my dad's room as maybe like 3 or 4 years old and just playing the Sega Genesis. After that, it was maybe 4 years after that or a couple years after that I got the PS1, and then I was just addicted to any game after that, and it was just a really bad cycle.
He plays a lot, like a bunch of video games.
The term addiction, within the communities that treat various addictions, we talk about a continuum of behaviors or a scale. And so that on that continuum, on the far left of the spectrum, we look at no behavior or no use of a substance, no use of alcohol, no engagement in whatever that activity is. And it steadily increases to experimenting with the behavior, social involvement with the behavior, regular engagement in the behavior. So, for example, engaging in the behavior to the detriment of your finances or your work, your mental health, your personal relationships, your ability to engage in other healthy lifestyle pursuits.
For the longest time I was a PC gamer. I played a lot with my buddy Terrence and everything, but after a long time and my computer not being able to keep up with games, I switched over to the PS4 once it was released. Ever since then, I've just been on the PS4. Everything about exploration, just being able to really explore everything in the world and just being rewarded for it and just having all these different mythical things and being able to hunt everything. It's a very different aspect and view.
Why do people play video games? Well, initially because they're fun. They're fun, they offer us some sense of challenge. My understanding is that they're sort of psychologically engineered to be immediately rewarding, and they're mapped to our neurological pleasure and reward system, right? And specifically so that I can play a little bit, I can beat a boss or complete a level, and I have an immediate reward coupled with some sense of satisfaction, special items, greater points in the game, or whatever. So there's constant stimulation of our own reward system. They allow us to escape, right? Much like watching a movie or reading a book, it enables us to immerse ourselves in a fantasy environment. And for some of us, not only can that be interesting and stimulating, but it can be a viable escape from the difficult reality. What I more often find is it creates more challenges to our socialization. The more we immerse ourselves in artificial realities, the less we're connected like this, having a discussion with you and I, and really we're social creatures and we're meant to socialize body to body. So we're neglecting a huge portion of our social wellness in favor of immersing ourselves in artificially intelligent environments. And I think from a mental health perspective, that's the most detrimental element.